Okay, try that again. What's this one?
Heb je deze ook op je status gedaan?
No, when you just put it up here.
Okay.
Give me a moment to. Can't do it from here. Let me say forward this to status. Go. Okay, see what it does. Okay. Going live again. Okay, second attempt. Yes.
And we give them a chance to...
We'll give people a chance to tune in, see who and what and how many people there are. At the moment it says we've got one concurrent user, but I don't know if it counts me as a user or not. Oh, no concurrent users.
So that means it was someone.
Someone was on and then off. We seem to be live now.
Alright.
Oh, I think the first one really wasn't live. Maybe something else went wrong. Okay.
Yeah, the first one was live because William saw it.
Well, William typed first, but no one reacted to our same comment. So I think it wasn't live because also I've got a button top that I'm supposed to click, and I think I forgot to do that. So I don't know if that was causing the problem. Printer's live.
Creepy stuff here.
Okay, we have a user. We'll wait a while and let people tune in and get coffee and tea and whatever they need to
My tea's
keep
finished.
Up. Oh, really?
I
still got coffee.
Yep. I woke up. Awesome.
Now I'm going to keep calm. Coffee's loading. Too high.
Too high.
Okay. So, as we've got some people coming on. Let us know who you are and where you're from. And it's nice to know who's with us today.
Type in the comments.
Yep, or in the live chat. And then also if you have questions while we're busy, you can put that in the live chat as well.
Why is the printer all of a sudden decided to...
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't print anything.
No, printer does self-maintenance sometimes.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, we tried to get one stream going and things went wrong. Tesla's theory is someone's trying to stop us. Anyway. Right. I think what we do is we'll start as we did from the beginning. We're putting this together. We're going to, apart from me experimenting with the live stream, we're also going to talk about the Briggs Myer Personality tests, which we did, and we're going to talk a bit about it. I'm doing this with my wife, who has her own channel, From Jane.
Yeah, it's a channel about self-improvement, self-development, and growth. And this topic does tie in with it. So we just filmed a video together, the two of us, for my channel about being an introvert. And that will release Monday. And now, well, we already actually did film a video for your channel on the Briggs Myer tests, but you decided you wanted to see if you would rather use the live stream.
Yeah, and I felt it was a nice topic to do live. So we're going to see how that works.
Yeah.
Just to give you guys a heads up, I'm going to be trying to give a few more videos, getting a few more videos out. I'm planning on keeping the Bible studies on Sunday, where I'm doing the Genesis at the moment. After that, I'm really thinking about doing sort of a look at the New Testament and what it says about being a Christian, what it is to be a church or a member of the church or whatever. Reason is, we tend to grow up with preconceived ideas of what it is, and I want to see what it really is.
We have a comment here. Your sound is a bit quiet.
Oh, really?
Okay, how can we fix that?
Maybe we talk a bit louder.
I guess so.
Yeah. If the sound, let us know if the sound's getting a bit better. Then we'll try to keep this volume up as we talk. As I was saying, but like I was saying, I'm going to keep the Bible studies on the Sunday. I'm planning on doing an extra video for Tuesdays, and I'll have to see what it's about. It'll be more of the me talking to the camera type thing, which I've done up until now usually. And I'm planning on doing a live stream. And do let me know what suits you guys as time, because I've got to still see when I want to do it. I'm thinking about Thursday evenings, about 7 o'clock Amsterdam time. But it's yeah, you can usually also see these things later on anyway.
7 might usually be too early for a lot of people.
Well, that's why I've got to, yeah, that's why it's up to the people. Let me know, would you prefer it 8? Would you prefer me doing it on the Friday? Just give a heads up, and then we'll see how I can make that in a schedule. I'm going to try and do more live. That we'll also try and set up more also as maybe with question and answers, or maybe I'll prepare something, then questions can come on that one. So we'll see how that goes. For now, we're just going to talk about the Briggs Myer and the test, and how that all worked out. And
We have some more comments coming
yes,
in.
hi.
Hi.
Lynette is my mom, if anybody's wondering. I feel like that comedian who tells a joke and one person laughs and he says, "Thank you, mom," and then they show in the hall and you just see one old lady sitting. But anyway, suppose you've got to start with the support of your family when you try things, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, as I was saying, so we're going to talk about Briggs Myer today, and go through the tests, at least what it sort of means. So when I did the test, I came out with what they call INTJ.
Oh wait, I have an idea. If the
Yeah.
sound is still like soft, comment if the sound is still soft. Can't we use your microphone?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I do have a microphone. I'll have to see if I can change the microphone settings while we're live, but that shouldn't be a problem. There's a microphone in front of us. Don't look at us funny. Let's see.
Maybe we could put the microphone a little bit lower so it's not too much in.
Yeah.
In.
Let's see.
In
Should be this one. Okay. So how's that now? Is that any better? Testing. Testing. Oh yeah. That's on now. You don't want to put too low. You want to have it. It's going to pick up our voices. Okay. Is that any better? Let's see. I've changed to the microphone. There, it's now in between us. No. There we go. It doesn't look like it's in between us, but that's just the angle that the camera is at the moment. So do let us know if this is a better option or not. Yeah, I see in the software I'm using that it's set at maximum. Anyway, this is a good time to let us know what you think, if you pick up on things that are a bit soft or whatever, because like I said, this is an experiment. We're trying to see how this works. Yeah. Anyway, so Briggs Myer is a personality test. Gives you an idea of.
Nope, it's worse. My sound is fine.
Oh, then maybe the sound is at the other end. I do get the idea this was softer when we went over to this one anyway, looking at the level. Let's go back here. That's the one we did have. I think this one's the laptop sound itself. Let's see. Actually, what you want is you want it to work. Testing. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay.
So is this on?
No, I've now switched this one off. So let's move that out the way, because I think then we'll see how that works. We'll keep us updated how that's going. Anyway, Briggs Myer is it sort of puts a profile together of your personality, the idea of where do you get energy from, what are you focused on, how do you process things, that sort of idea. And it consists out of 4 elements.
Yeah.
And they give letters as an idea of where you are. So when we tested, I did test as an INTJ, but I've noticed the interesting thing is it depends on when I'm being tested and how I feel and how my day is. I can test either as INTJ or as ISTJ. Yeah, William says the sound's better now. So, yeah, that means we'll stick to the
Yeah.
camera's microphone. So that'll be good. But like I said, I would test as INTJ or ISTJ because the second letter, we'll explain what it means in a moment, but I can sort of toe the line of both. It depends on how I'm doing and what's going on. Test was tested.
As an INFP. Yeah.
Mhm.
So almost the opposite of him.
Yes, we are
Except for the
very
first letter. Yeah.
opposite, yeah, except the first one. Just what makes the first one look opposite by us is how extreme I am. So the first letter, where we are both
Yes.
I stands for introversion, and the opposite would have been an E, that's extroversion, and that's got to do with where you get energy from and where you direct that energy towards. The idea of being an extrovert is someone who gets a lot of energy from being with people, and they're very focused on the outer world, people and things and situations. Introverts tend to get the energy and spend the energy on ideas, information, explanations, that sort of thing, the inner world. And so, yeah, for us, it's pretty much yeah, we're both introverts. It's just I'm
Yeah.
more extreme. So Tessa always looked extrovert, and we've also, when we analyze our families, and I'm going to say something with the risk that all the people watching are just our families. Our families are very introverted families, and
Yeah.
so Tesla always being sort of not a strong introvert, always looked extroverted. And when I got to know also the church we attended, then tended to support extroversion more. Um,
Well, or you kind of had to behave or react like an extrovert. Well, for me, at least, like most of my life, I was behaving like an extrovert because it was kind of expected.
yeah,
So,
and we're not saying this is wrong, but as Christians, you try to be hospitable, you try to help people, so you're always involved in people's lives, and that is a very extroverted thing to do, to be very involved with people. And
mm,
so many churches, they don't mean to, so we say, discriminate against introverted people. It's just they are very tailored to extrovertism.
yeah.
And so Tessa looked very extroverted to me, but as I've gotten to know her, I see she's introverted. I'm just um, a very extreme example actually of introversion.
Yeah, you're
So yeah,
like really, really an introvert, as introvert as they can come, actually. And I guess I'm just over the line of being
yeah,
an introvert.
yeah. You do have those moments where you are actually sometimes more extroverted, where you all of a sudden have a need to be around people. And
I wouldn't call it a need. It's just fun
well,
sometimes.
yeah, well, from my viewpoint, it's more maybe more looks more that way, but it is a very different approach. Just to be clear, this doesn't mean we don't love people or like people.
Mm.
It's just as introverted people, we like people. We do enjoy social gatherings, but we're very good at one-on-one and talking about the important things. Um, and it's not that we don't like people. It's when you put 20, 30, 50, 100, 400, 1,000 people together, it does suck us dry.
Well, it
It
does
could also
deplete us
be
of energy.
ambiverted, says William. That's a very good point. People who toe the
Yeah.
line between intra and extra, ambi means double or both. So yes,
I thought
I
for
think
a
so. Yeah.
while I was ambiverted, but I do look at where I get my energy from, and being around a lot of people does deplete me of energy. When I do need to recharge, I do need to be on my own. So I guess that does make me an introvert. And when I'm alone, I'm recharging. I get all these creative ideas, and then I'm really in my element and stuff. So yeah, I guess I am an introvert. But it was
Yeah.
a shocker when we did the test. When it said INFP, I was like,
Yeah, we were really sort of like, this is
is this
weird.
right?
This is
Yeah,
strange. I think the first time you did it though, we did it once where you did come out as an ENFP, which I said is a very introverted extrovert.
yeah,
But then I think you redid the test and you were more honest with what you really thought and not what you were supposed to think, and you came out INFP.
yeah.
Yeah. So it does, yeah, that has got an effect. But that's sort of where you get your energy and how you spend it. Second letter, where Tessa is an N,
Yeah.
you're a strong N, and I'm sort of, I toe the line of N and S. What it is the S is sensing, and it usually are people who use their five senses to gather information and are very focused on facts and on having clarity, whereas the N is intuition, which has got to do with like generating new ideas and working with the unknown and looking for possibilities. And yeah, in that way, when I say I toe the line, I am very fact orientated, and I like to this is where the scientist in me is the sensing. I like to see what do my five senses tell me, what can I see and observe, and affect and draw conclusions from that. But I can at the same time be very much investigating unknown things and looking at possibilities. But Tessera is very much into this possibility range.
Yeah, I like exploring new possibilities, and I think you're a bit more factual based. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we complement each other there, in the sense that we're trying to build a semi-passive income, and
Yeah.
what usually happens is Tessera comes with wild ideas, and then I'm sort of like, wait, let's think about this. Is
Is
it
this
doable?
realistic?
Can we really do this? Is it possible? I'll sometimes say to Tessera, how many people are you going to hire?
Yeah.
And
And with what money?
yeah, and
No,
in
I
other
sometimes have a
cases,
lot of ideas.
yeah,
But
and some of the ideas when I think about them, I'll be like, okay, if you can work out this hurdle or obstacle, then it's doable, and then we make plans to go towards it. So yeah, that's a very good I think way that we balance each other out. You have
yeah,
an idea person, and then you have the person who works out the details to make the idea doable if it is. So
see if it's realistic.
yeah, but that's got a lot to do with information processing. Gathering information is how do you do it, and facts, or do you just go for the unknown? Then we come to the third letter. Oh,
Oops.
that would be
Someone wanted
Calvin.
to join.
Um, we are cat people, in case anyone wonders. Um,
Seems like a lot of introverted people are, right?
I think so, yes. But dogs are more extroverted animals anyway. Third letter, and yeah, we really differ because I'm the T, Tessa's the F. T is thinking, F is feeling. And what it is it's got to do with your decision making. And thinking people are very logical, um, very objectively logical, they say, very analytical, and often seem detached. Whereas feeling people are more focused on values and what is important, and more on the emotional side. And so we do differ that way because I'm very logical in the way I approach things. I do like to make decisions based on a logical thinking and working through things. Tessera's always been more the feeler,
Yeah.
following her gut, I guess.
Yeah. Yes and no. I am a more feeling. It's something has to feel right to me, preferably. But sometimes I have ignored my feelings or ignored my intuition, and sometimes my intuition does let me down. But I'm trying to sift it better and get better at following it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, it is sort of the difference in how we make decisions. I always have to think when I had just gotten sick and I got off to the first, shall we say, attack of leukemia. Then we came with the thing: would Tessera pick up a study or not? And my way of approaching it is I had done a whole analysis, had a whole bunch of plus and minuses on in blocks on paper, and came out with the logical thing is to do the study. Tessa was, yeah, I don't know. And she was based more on looking at other things. I'd just been sick and things were happening, and what do we do? And to me, it was, but this makes perfect sense. The pluses and minuses add up to a plus. It's the
I
logical thing
wanted
to
to
do.
do it, but
Yeah,
yeah,
you needed time to think about if it
my
felt
feeling
right.
had
Was it the
to,
right time?
yeah,
Yeah,
had to catch up a bit on me. I mean, we just had a bit of a rough period with you having your first leukemia,
yeah,
so I was like, I don't know about this.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I put on that one, the leukemia is over. I'm done. That's a plus. No need to worry.
So that was for me the F in the ENFP.
For
And
me,
for
the
you, the
T.
T.
Yeah, and then we come to the last one, which is they say the type of lifestyle you adopt. That's J or P. J is judgment, not to be confused with being judgmental. That you like this person is wrong, that person is right, and that's not what that means. What it means to be judgmental or being judged, the judgment side is you like to have a planned and well structured life. Whereas the P is for perception, and that's someone who goes with the flow and is more flexible. And we have really seen, I think before I got sick, yes, Calvin. No, he's going to lie in the
On the
laptop.
laptop.
You come here. Come. We'll put you also in the screen. Hello, Calvin. Okay, so before I got sick, I was very, very, very J. I've been able to become a little bit more flexible, but my life was pretty much built up. 5 o'clock, I got up, and then I make coffee, and that first hour, you don't disturb me, and I'll become human again. And at 6 o'clock, I'll go brush my teeth. No, have breakfast and brush my teeth, and then and everything was structured. And 7 o'clock, or 6:30, 7 o'clock, I'd get in the car and go to work. And it didn't matter if I was working in Zwolle, Almere, or where. It was always the same ritual because that's just the way it was. Yeah, you're cute, my boy. But that's just the way it was, and I wanted the structure. I enjoyed the structure as a sort of safety, whereas Tessa was more, go with the flow. If something happens, she could flow in with a plan, and I would be like, "No, you didn't say it would be this way. You should both tell me 2 days beforehand that this plan is going to change," and then I would be more stressed out by a changed plan because I
Sometimes
couldn't
she would
handle
be a
it.
bit of a control freak, but
Yeah, but yeah, I think I've
yeah,
mellowed out on the J. Having been sick and having
you've been more
to
flexible. Yeah,
yeah, you have to adopt that lifestyle, but generally, yeah,
I kind of like it when things change up once in a while. It's like, okay, let's try this.
yeah,
But I guess it ties um, into the exploring new possibilities as well.
yeah. I think being if you're NF, you naturally follow that. I think you're P. I think it tends to go that way. Because you are very intuitive into things and flowing, and then based also on your feeling and your gut, and then you tend to be more open to follow. Whereas someone who's more structured or wants the structure is because they've thought of it logically and they've gathered all the facts, and it tends to build a more rigid approach.
Yeah.
A comment from William: You have now learned how to make a successful live stream. Add more cats. Yes.
I
Um,
don't think people are sticking around for the cat, are they?
well, he is a cute cat. Say hello, Calvin. Yeah.
Oh,
No, cats do. He's not gonna bite me.
he still wants to play.
Yeah,
Actually.
we'll have to play with him in a moment. But yeah, but anyway, that's sort of a personality thing. We've always found it important to look into personalities and that sort of thing because you learn about yourself. You find out where you are, how you operate, how you need to do things, and in marriage, you also learn about your partner. And
Yeah, where it's coming from, how you can complement each other, how you can make
yeah,
it work for yourself, and if you know what you are, you can use it to your advantage and grow from there. So I
yeah,
think it's great to know what you are, and I was really surprised. I was an introvert, but it did learn me a little bit about myself. So I'm pretty
yeah,
happy we did it.
yeah. Why is it important? The personality. Um, well, to give the example, um, during the period that we were living very extroverted because it was sort of expected from a church standpoint, Tessa and I would, yeah, how should we put this? You're trying to live a certain way, and then it's not natural to you. And I mean, we enjoy, for instance, we have friends that we, just the four of us, and we do like a game night, and we enjoy that because it's just a small group. But when we're still attending the church, we actually would get together in larger groups, and you were expected to do it. And then we'd go, and you'd be a good Christian, and you'd do it because Christians are extroverts, and we do the thing. And then we'd have this problem that we'd then afterwards be tired, and the next day be more irritable and not know what's going on and not being able to function. And by having learned that we're introverts, we were able to take the approach because I remember once I decided to accept that's just the way I am. Not long afterwards, we had been invited to a New Year's Eve party, and I said to Tesha, I said, look, I'm going to drop you off there. At this point, Tesha was still looking at what she was, but I just decided I'm introvert. I said, I'm going to drop you off. I'm going to go home. I'm going to show up at 11 o'clock. That way I'm there for the going over to into the new year. But I knew I could not last from 8 o'clock till 2 o'clock in the morning in a group of people. That was never going to happen. I was going to be too tired. And at that point, I'd learned that. So I could measure myself and plan my day accordingly. And what we noticed is once I became accepting that I was that way, it made me a more pleasurable person to be around. I mean, there were people who would say, "Had you more social?" And then I say it's because I'm accepting I'm an introvert, and it sounds contradictory, but it's because it isn't. It's just I now know how I am, how I function, then I can adjust to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For me, it was important finding out I was an introvert, that I knew, okay, in order to recharge, I do need to be alone from time to time, and I was able to manage my energy better, not like crash due to energy loss a couple of times. Yeah.
Yeah. And that way so it's important to know these things because you know how you function, you know how you need to do things, but you also know how other people are. I also think it's important because you'll sometimes you'll come across people and you think why they're being that way, but when you understand different personality types, you'll know, yeah, it's because of such and such a reason. Then you'll sort of know why they're different to you or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So really, I think it's important to know yourself and to know others, especially if you're going to spend a lot of time with them.
But if you know yourself, you're also will be able to grow more. I gotta put that
Uh, Important phone calls. Oops.
up.
Anyway, Tisha's got some important phone calls to do. Yeah. Anyway, if there are any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, I think we'll be ending our stream for today. We've been going for about 27 minutes, so it's not a bad start. I think you guys lag a little bit behind what I'm saying, so I'll just wait a few moments for if there are questions. And if I don't see anything pop up, then we'll end it. As I said, I'm going to be trying to do this more often. I think especially with the corona situation, people are probably going to have more time on their hands anyway. So I'm going to try to bring out the Bible studies, as I said, and then I'm going to try and do an extra video during the week and then do the live stream as well. If you do have any thing you'd like me to talk about in the live stream or in other videos, do leave it in the comments and we'll have a look and we'll try and I'll try and get it worked in somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I'm just waiting to see if things pop up. Otherwise, I'll be ending the stream in a moment. Oh, we got here. So you don't use it as an excuse, but as a way of helping yourself. Yes. Yeah. Remember, this is not meant to be an excuse. You cannot say, I'm an introvert, so now I'm going to lock myself away from society because I'm an introvert, and then use it as an excuse or as an excuse to be antisocial, that you say something mean and, yeah, but I'm just, that's the way I'm. It's not meant for that. It's meant to, you've got to help yourself. I mean, you've got to remember, we live in a society with lots of people, and you've got to be able to function within it. And so it's good if you know yourself, you know how to approach other people. So it is really meant, yes, as a tool to help yourself. It's why Tessa finds it important. She does do self-help channel. And I believe as being a responsible person, you've got to be able to function in society well. So yeah, it's meant for helping. William says, I learned recently that I'm an ambivert, and it helped me slot, and it helped me a lot with energy management. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we mean. Once you realize or know how you are, where your energy comes from, how you process information, how you live life, it does make things a lot easier, and then you understand. I think another example is when I realized that I do fall into this very well planned, well structured life. I can now see where I do that, and I think when I got sick, it helped me to be able to realize I can't live life like that anymore. So I was able to let go of that hugely structured plan because it wasn't applicable anymore. And because I knew how I was, um, I could adjust because of that. So yeah, those are very important things. Yes. Anyway, um, anyway, I do really thank everyone for who came here to watch. Um, I'm going to put this also on YouTube. So if you are watching this after the fact, you can also leave something in the comments, questions, or if there are any suggestions. Please do also let me know what you think is a good time slot for live streams. I'm going to be doing it probably in the evening on Amsterdam time. Idea is that it's well, it does actually suit me, and I could do it in the afternoon. But I think most people from the US are sleeping then, if any of them chime in. So it's why we thought we'll do it later. Um, but do let me know what you think. Leave something in the comments. If you have anything you think would be interesting to discuss next time, let me know as well. I also do enjoy looking up things, so you can ask anything, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you for watching, and yeah, keep well, and God bless.